Now it's time to highlight our athletes of the week. Rachel Sanborn and Felipe Cavalcanti have been muy bueno. Cavalcanti scored both goals in a double overtime win over Plattsburgh this past Friday. He also scored a goal in their win over Potsdam. Now Rachel Sanborn, with a time of 24:11 in her first 6K this past weekend at Geneseo, ran the fourth fastest time in school history, and also the fastest time in 5 years. So congratulations to the freshman Sanborn and the junior Cavalcanti, Oswego's Athletes of the Week.
Former Oswego State standout Mike Novak had a moment to audition for the big leagues last weekend. Novak skated with the Syracuse Crunch during the Shapiro Motor Classic here at the campus center. Although he played with the Crunch, Novak was not signed. He instead moved on to play for the Muskego Lumberjacks in Michigan. Hailing from Milton, Ontario, Mike recorded 14 points on 2 goals and 12 assists. And we'd like to thank our friends over at the Oswegonian for their help in this story. All right, kids, let's take a peek now and see what's on the menu for this weekend's games in Oswego State Athletics. We're going to start on Friday. Volleyball is going to be hosting their Oswego State Invitational. Game starts at about 4 o'clock. The Lakers are going to be hosting Alfred State and Medaille College at 4 o'clock.
And then Morrisville on Saturday at 10 a.m. Let's look ahead to some soccer action. The men have been on a 3-game winning streak. They can push that. They're 2-1 in the SUNYAC Conference. They play at Buffalo State Friday. That game started for 4 o'clock. Buff State, 5-4 on the year. And then Saturday they're going to play at Fredonia. That game slated for 2 o'clock. Fredonia just 4-4, so the men can really keep the ball rolling. No pun intended.
Hey, speaking of the ball rolling down the field, we've got women's soccer. First game of a doubleheader for women's soccer this weekend. Buff State on Friday. That game, again, 4 o'clock up at Laker Field.
And then let's move on to Saturday. Men's golf action, taking part in the Hamilton Invitational at the Johanneses Golf Course. That started for 12 o'clock on Saturday afternoon.
Hey, well, keeping with the road trip up at Hamilton Cross Country, they're going to be doing the Run for Fun thing. That's going to start at 11 o'clock in the morning. That is men's cross country up at Hamilton College this weekend.
And then if you want to see more Jamie Sharfy, because Lord knows we do, field hockey playing at Morrisville against the Mustangs, game time slated for 1 o'clock.
All right, field hockey is visiting the Ponies. Women's soccer is going to be continuing their doubleheader this Saturday as well. That game starts at 1 o'clock. It's going to be against Fredonia over at Laker Fields.
And then, as we mentioned, men's soccer playing at Fredonia as well. And that's a full slate. I mean, if you can make all those games, more power to you.
Hey, absolutely. Full slate of games for you coming up this weekend.
And as always, you can find us on Facebook or YouTube. Just simply type in the words Laker Lowdown.
Hey, and if you want to give us some love, drop a message on our wall or send us an email with comments or story ideas. You can find us at lakerlowdown@gmail.com.
And that'll do it all for this week. It's an edition of Laker Lowdown. Next week, we take a look at the current state of men's soccer. We'll also have the highlights, the post-game comments, and the interviews that OSU fans won't find anywhere else.
That's right, y'all. Hey, don't look now, but hockey returns to the campus center next Saturday. The fever sets in as the season begins, as the Lakers play host to the Royal Military College from Canada. That's next week, but for now, we end our night. For Mike Toper, I'm Matt Armstrong.
Be easy, Oswego.
Good night.